Welcome to KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Jane McCarthy. Well, it is almost time. ESPN College Game Day kicking off in just more than 12 hours. Thousands of fans already arriving in Pullman, and that's where we find KREM 2's Mark Hanrahan and sports director Darnay Tripp now. Hi, guys.
Yes, good afternoon, Jane. You couldn't ask for a better day. I mean,
it's amazing.
Late October, we're out here in t-shirts. It's fantastic. The atmosphere, by the way, is electric out here as well. We're right across from Martin Stadium. The game day set right behind us.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible scene. I was just trying to visualize what it's going to be like, the sea of people.
Oh, man.
Tomorrow morning when game day begins at 6 o'clock, it's perfect. It's kind of up on a hill. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to, just seeing what it looks like, the camera shots leading up to the Martin Stadium for what has been such a wildly, highly anticipated day.
Oh, man, it was clear to us when we rolled in today. People here are pumped for this. We got a chance earlier this afternoon to speak with a game day producer and a host for game day just about the atmosphere here in Pullman, and here's what they had to say about it.
I can already tell that this is a week unlike any other because of this turnout we have right here. We don't get this every single week. As you can tell just from everything in the build-up this week, it's a special thing that's going on here in Pullman this week. We've been wanting to come to Pullman for so long, just to be able to say thank you and bring the show, as we like to say, bring the show to the flag.
The reception has been overwhelming, and it's been, I think that we all knew it would be cool and great and kind of over the top, but it has exceeded anything we could have imagined coming in. And I mean, from the athletic director, Pat Chun, to joining Mike on his coach's show last night, to just people, you know, stopping us in the hotel and on the street and in restaurants and stuff, saying that they're glad we're here. It's very gratifying.
Well, that's saying something coming from guys who travel across the country to campuses each week. Also, one of the questions we were hoping to get answered today was about who will be the guest picker tomorrow morning. Well, we did not get that answer today.
There were rumors it was Klay Thompson. There was also some Twitter buzz that it wasn't Klay Thompson. Drew came out today and said it will not be the former Cougar star for the Golden State Warriors. But there's also people saying could still be a sleight of hand. But either way, we have to wait until the show to find out for sure. Well, the game day host is taking up part of the RV lot where folks tailgate and get ready for the game. Always an electric atmosphere on game days.
Yeah, always a raucous crowd. Our Kiara phone earlier today spoke with a house divided. She is a Coug, and her husband, tomorrow, he'll be wearing yellow and green.
Yes, well, many families are here enjoying their weekend and ready to enjoy college game day tomorrow, but what do you do when your family's divided? We spoke to the Brandon family to find out.
We only fight once a year, and that will be on Saturday.
For the Brandon family, the trek from the Tri-Cities began yesterday morning.
We're hearing the news about how busy it's going to be, and we figured, yeah, we're going to leave sometime after work. No, it got 10 o'clock. I couldn't hold it anymore. I left work. I raced home. I got my stuff ready. I wanted to make sure we were out of here by at least 3 o'clock. It took us 2 hours to get into this spot because of the long line of RVs.
But when the Brandons rolled up, it was clear that they were about to unload some heavy baggage. You see, Denise Brandon is a Coug.
He is a Coug by marriage.
And although she says her husband is also a Coug, that's only true sometimes, but not today.
Once game time comes around, game's on.
They don't share a team, but hey, at least they share a son.
I'm a Coug.
Or so we thought.
Because why not?
Because mommy tells you what a great school it is?
Yes.
Right?
Come game day, Denise will be with her Cougs, and her husband Michael, well, he'll be looking for his Duck friends.
The Ducks are going to be ranked in the top 10 after this game.
No, the Ducks have been sucking for years.
Yeah. Cut that out.
Win or lose, we will have fun tomorrow.
For now, Michael and Denise are splitting their time before the big game tomorrow. Michael plans to go golfing with some friends. Denise plans to do a little shopping, and then they'll come together tomorrow to see who is truly victorious.
I guess I'll have to settle it tomorrow, right?
Might be a quiet ride home.
Yeah, it might be a bit awkward. So good luck to them in whatever happens. We have heard estimates that as many as 100,000 people will descend on Pullman tomorrow for this game. Nonetheless, it is busy here. Fans have traveled from all over to be a part of this, including from as far away as Virginia.
Yeah, pretty wild. The Cougs definitely travel. We told you about the story yesterday. One guy who has finally made it to the Palouse. I think it was 2,700 miles traveled. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley joins us with more.
Hey guys, we're actually just talking about all the fun things there are to do here on campus. With me is Travis. Travis, you traveled over 2,700 miles from Virginia Beach. to Pullman. What was the trip like? We shared your story earlier this week, but now you finally made it. What is it like to be here today?
It's a little overwhelming. Drove in last night, got here about 5 o'clock, and I got real lucky. You know, the weather was smooth and nice and easy all the way. But, you know, being gone as long as I have been, it kind of felt like seeing the place for the first time again. Kind of, like I said, it was just overwhelming. A lot of feelings kind of bubbled up in me, and might have gotten a little misty in the driver's seat, you know. So, yeah.
Well, you were telling me that you drove maybe as much as 900 miles in one of your trips. So I can only imagine you're probably really tired. Are you catching up on any of that sleep that you lost?
I was trying to. We'll see how it goes. The friend of mine that I'm staying with, he's got an 8-year-old, and so she's got to be able to get up, go to school, and do the whole thing. So I got woke up a little early this morning, but, you know, I'm dealing with it, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning.
Happy to be here, right? Happy to be here. A lot of Cougs. Happy to see you. Can I get a go Cougs from you?
Go Cougs!
All right, Mark, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Amanda. Of course, one of the big storylines in all this has been Old Crimson. Coug faithful have traveled around to every game day broadcast for the past 15 years to make sure the Wazoo flag has flown behind the set. 216 consecutive broadcasts.
One of the great storylines, of course, heading into tomorrow. No travel issues this week. It got to Spokane yesterday, then came to the KREM 2 studios last night. We caught up with Andrew Panic, one of the guys in charge of making sure Old Crimson gets from campus to campus every week.
Well, it started back in 2003. Since 2003, it's flown on game day 217 consecutive times. These particular flags here were made just for this season. So this flag is our signature flag. It travels around with our kit, and week to week, everybody that flies Old Crimson gets the opportunity to make their mark in history. I love doing it. It's a blast. I mean, obviously, number one, it's fun. But just being able to represent WSU around the country, it's been great.
The amount of effort that goes into it is incredible, and it was cool to see it. And it was almost like you were in the presence of a celebrity or something.
Yeah.
When they started pulling all the flags out in the newsroom, they had the long poles that, of course, they used to wave the flags. And one thing that's neat about it is it's not just a handful of guys that get to wave the flags. They're going to be passed around all over the crowd tomorrow. So a lot of people are going to get a chance to finally kind of scratch that off the bucket list tomorrow.
And just from a logistical standpoint, to make sure the flag is on every broadcast, I mean, all across the country is really incredible.
And all the different types of flags, the Helinski flag, the one that people get to sign when they get to wave the flag. So you feel like you're really a piece of history. And it's finally, as Drew Gallagher said, they're bringing the show to the flag after all these years, which is really
Yeah,
the
effort is not lost on the game day folks here.
Not at all. They really appreciate it.
In terms of the scene here, there are already people in line behind us, Darnay, waiting to get into the pit tomorrow for the broadcast. I mean, what, we're 14 hours out?
Just about. And again, I can't imagine the sea of people and what it's going to be like you said, as they kind of gear up for it, as that line grows, because people want to be front row for tomorrow's show.
We are excited, and we have much more for you guys coming up for KREM 2 News at 5 and 6. But for now, Jane, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, looking good, guys. What a gorgeous early evening out there. I can't believe the weather. It's incredible. All right, well, kickoff for the game is set for 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Gates at Martin Stadium. They open at 2 o'clock, and that's for preferred seating. Then they open at 2:30 for everyone else. So we want to remind you also, no bags or backpacks are allowed inside Martin Stadium unless they're clear bags. They do allow clear bags. Small clutches, they're okay, but anything bigger has to be clear, and no alcohol is allowed inside.